There we are. Okay, we're gonna start seated. So do not get to your back. Also, if you have yoga blocks, you don't have to have them. If you have yoga blocks and or a small towel even, you can even use a resistance band. We just need something, an item to use later on at the end. But starting seated, you can prop yourself up on a block or not. You can prop yourself up on a cushion or not, or simply stay seated. I enjoy propping myself up. We're gonna go this way today. There we are. So just starting seated, crossing your legs if that's comfortable for you, choosing which leg is coming in front, and then see if you can allow the hips to relax. So oftentimes when we're sitting on the floor, hip flexors are tight. So we want to try to just breathe into those hips and that low back. You can take your hands to your knees, palms facing the knees for grounding, or if you want to have some energy brought in and you want to receive this morning, you can take those palms facing up. And then I just want you to take a couple of grounding breaths here, and I'm going to turn my hands down for grounding. And we're going to close our eyes. We're just going to be with ourselves, check in for your Monday morning. Just noticing the energy, noticing how you are feeling today. Maybe it was a busy weekend, maybe it was a chill weekend. And then just noticing how your breath is moving throughout this morning. So if you can deepen your inhales and exhales in any way, feel free to come into square breathing. So counting for 4 on your inhale, maybe it's holding for 4 at the top, exhaling for 4, and then holding at the bottom for 4. If you want to just simply breathe, you can go ahead and do that as well. Feeling the chest rise and the belly fill, and that compression and release on the exhale, letting all of the air out. Sometimes we breathe, obviously it's automatic for us, and sometimes we don't get those full inhales. Feeling that capacity of the lungs, really letting it all out. We'll transition for the right hand to come to the belly, left hand to come to the heart space. Just making that physical touch, physical contact with yourself to really feel the inhales and exhales, that expansion. As you continue to breathe here, we'll just do 3 more cycles of breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. We'll do 1 more together. Big breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Parting your lips, big sigh out. So we'll take a big breath in, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Palms touch at the top. Exhale those hands down towards heart center. Give yourself just 1 pause there. Eyes can remain closed or open, your choice. Set yourself a little intention for your practice, for your Monday, for your week ahead. Something for yourself, or maybe it's something to put out into the universe. And then from there, you can open your eyes. We're going to drop the left hand down beside you, reach the right arm up and over. Just coming into a little bit of a lateral flow here from right to left, reaching that arm up and over, getting into that side body. I'm just feeling core, feeling core after Saturday. We're going to get into a little bit of core this morning as well. Taking it from left to right for a few more times. Pressing into that hand on the floor and then really reaching that arm over. Head, pressing into the sitting bones as well. Give yourself 1 more from right to left. Just getting into that side body. Moving with the breath. And then making your way to seated neutral. You can take the hands in behind you for support. Lift those feet away from your mat. Coming into boat pose. So you've got a couple of options in your boat. Hands can support you. Hands can come underneath of those knees to really draw them into the chest. Heels can be down, arms can reach. Just make sure you have that nice 45 lean back. All right, breathing here for 5. See if you can get those shins parallel to your floor. 4, 3. Breathing for 2. And then returning to that crossed-legged position. one. Nice job. Okay, from here, we're going to come into seated cat and cow. So anchor those hands to the knees. Take a nice big breath in. Draw that inhale through the nose. Lift your gaze, lift your chest, pull yourself forward, and then exhale to tuck and round. Through the spine, through the pelvis. Drop your chin to your chest. Go nice and slow here. Noticing how you're feeling. Close your eyes if that feels good. Inhale to lift, exhale to round. And we'll just do that one more time. Drawing that breath in, lifting the gaze, pulling that chest forward, shoulders back, and exhale to tuck and round. Oh, that feels extra good this morning. Okay, we're gonna return to center seated, lifting those feet once again, coming into your boat pose. This time option here, heels down or up. Arms are gonna be forward, shins try to maintain parallel. Reach that right arm back in behind you, coming into rotation. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, reach other side. Inhale back through center. Continuing on with your breath, alternating from right to left. Pulling yourself forward with that arm. Exhale to reach back. We're going to do one more each side. You have that option to have the heels down for that extra support, if that feels good for you. Last one here, big exhale, and then inhale to return. Okay, you've got one more. Return to your seated. This is your last one here. Anchor those hands to those knees, and you're going to draw those nice big sufis around. So we're obviously warming up the core a lot here. Not a ton of core throughout, but little sprinkles. Okay, anchor those hands, go the opposite direction, rotate the other way, thinking of that belly button being your pencil point, drawing those circles around. Good, giving yourself one more rotation there. We're coming right back into neutral seated. Option to take those hands in behind you, which most of us are going to take. We're coming into high and low boat. Start in your regular boat here. So hands to support and or hands can be up overhead. So you're going to extend out into that low boat. That's your inhale. Exhale, high boat. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, high boat. Keep going there. In breath. Extending it out. Exhale to pull in. We got two more of those. In breath, extend. Exhale in. Last one. Ooh, chorus firing. In breath, extend. Exhale, boat. Hold that boat. Option to keep those hands there. Option to reach them forward for 3, for 2, and for 1. Returning to seated and then making your way into tabletop position. All right, I'm going to slide those blocks out of the way. Coming into your tabletop, once you've made it there, spread those fingers nice and wide. Just give yourself a couple of moments to play. So movement of any sort. Toes can be tucked. Oh, maybe it's a stretch through the feet. That feels extra good for me. Maybe it's just rotating around those wrists. Maybe it's changing the position of the hands. Maybe you need to give a little stretch wrist. Any sort of movement here for about 20 more seconds. Maybe it's a circling around. Okay. Oh, all of the good feels. All right. We're going to get into those shoulders and the core a little bit here. Coming into your neutral table. We're not doing tabletop cat and cows because we did seated already. So press those hands into the mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Tuck the toes at the back. Hover the knees off of your mat. Okay. So a nice flat back position. And I want you to think of neutral spine and then pulling that belly button up and in. Now, so braced core is right here. We're going to take a nice step back into our plank. Hold that plank. Think of what is happening in your plank. Shoulders stacked over wrists. Squeeze the bum. Give a little tug of that tail to pull the low abs in. And then step it right back into that hovering table. Take a pause in the hover. And then lower those knees down, tuck the toes, press the hips back, child's pose. Walk the hands far forward. Just giving a little release from the wrists, from the shoulders. And then slide yourself right back up into your tabletop. Okay, we're going to hover those knees once again. This time, we're going to tap the knee towards forearm. So you're going to alternate knee to forearm. Hovering table, knee to forearm. Now, maybe some of us can't touch. No problem. You're just aiming that knee to come in. It's a small movement. Knee to forearm, knee to elbow, alternating like a march. For 3, for 2, And for one, lower the knees down, tuck the toes, walk the hands far forward, child's pose. Oh, a nice little stretch there. Just taking one big breath. We've got one more hovering table, little one to do. Spread the fingers, tuck the toes, hover those knees. Now, maybe some of us aren't going to hover for this one. It is a shoulder tap in that hovering tabletop, alternating from right to left. Do your best to keep the knees close to your mat. Breathing there, tapping left to right. Also option to keep the knees on the mat if that feels better for you. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Knees come back down, toes tuck, last child's pose here. Taking those knees nice and wide, walking those arms forward, allowing that belly to come in between those knees. Take one nice big inhale right there. And exhale. Nice job. Shifting yourself forward to table, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Give yourself a beautiful few breaths in this down dog. So maybe it's coming high on the toes, giving a nice stretch through the heels. Maybe it's a deep knee bend. Maybe it's pedaling. Maybe it's simply just holding. Breathing into your down dog. Enjoying that nice little stretch. For 3. For 2. And for 1. We'll all come high on those tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Take a nice big step to the front of your mat. Take an in-breath, hands towards shins. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale to release and fold. Doing that 3 more times. In-breath, hands to shins. Lengthen. Exhale, release and fold. Oh, that fold feels good. 2 more. Breath in. Exhale to release. 1 more time. Breath in, hands to shins. Ooh, the hamstrings. Exhale to release. This time, circle sweep those arms all the way up to standing. Exhale those hands down towards heart center. So, first time standing since we started. Press those hands toward one another. Lift your toes off of your mat. Spread them as wide as you can, and then place them back down. Something we don't often do is a lot of attention to our feet. We don't give our feet probably enough credit. They do a lot for us. Okay, so pressing into those feet, drawing the energy up the legs, squeezing, engaging everything. Everything is nice and tight, nice and stacked. Take 1 more breath there. Exhale. In breath, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, release and fold. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, step it back to your plank pose. Okay, we're gonna lower the left knee down. I'm gonna pivot around to that left foot, coming into a side plank. Okay, so you do not have to have that knee down. You can also have those feet stacked or staggered. Modified would have that left knee down, and you can take the option to take that right leg up. Okay, so whatever side plank variation you're coming into, we're gonna take a nice big breath in, reach that right arm a little bit higher. Then you're gonna reach underneath of that side body to the left ribs. Do that 3 more times. Breath in, open that top right arm. Exhale, reach under left side ribs. 2 more. Continue with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last one here. In breath. Exhale to wrap. Okay, inhale back to your side plank. Take 1 more breath. Returning into your center plank. Take a nice big breath in. Option B on those knees. Chaturanga. Exhale to lower down. In breath, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take another pause in your down dog to do what feels good. Maybe it's a pedal. Maybe it's just a static hold. Maybe it's a deep knee bend. Taking 1 more breath. And exhale. Come high on those tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward. Take a nice big hopper step to the front of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale to release and fold. In breath, circle sweep those arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, release and fold right away. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, step it back, plank pose. We have other side. Right knee to lower down for modified, otherwise you're coming into your side plank. Options to be stacked or staggered with those feet. Right knee down, left leg is lifted, left arm is reaching up towards sky ceiling. You can even take the gaze towards that hand. Take 1 more breath, reach more with that left arm. Exhale to wrap to the right side ribs. Inhale, open. Exhale, wrap. Good. Two left here. In breath, sleep it open. Exhale to wrap. Last one here. In breath, open. Exhale to wrap, under to right. Good. Open it up for your last one. Hold here. Maybe it's lifting the leg a little bit higher. And then returning to your center plank. Take a pause in that plank. Option to lower the knees if you need to. Chaturanga. In breath, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. Okay. Woo! Take a moment in your down dog once again. We're gonna sweep the right leg nice and high. Point through those toes, three-legged dog. Okay, we're gonna take that right leg and we're gonna cross the right knee over to the left side. Three-legged plank, crossed. Inhale that leg back up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Back up and in, inhale. Right knee in towards center to chest. We're gonna hold there. Drive the knee up into the chest as much as you can. We're gonna add in little pulses. Lifting the knee into the chest, pressing into those hands for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Ooh, that's a nice core. For 1, hold it up. Plant your right foot down, lower the left knee, untap the left toes, sweep those arms up to low lunge. Now, maybe you're in your low lunge, you might have to do a little adjustment. Okay, reaching those arms up. Maybe in those the low lunge, you're arching into that back. Try to pull the ribs down just a little bit, not so much of an arch. Okay, breathing into that low lunge, getting that beautiful stretch through the left hip flexor for 3, for 2. So good. Exhale, arms to cactus. Okay, we're gonna get into a little bit of core. I'm gonna turn a little bit for you guys here. Balance. Okay, cactus arms. We're gonna tilt to your right. So your right foot is forward. Tilt to your right. In breath, up. Exhale, reach forward. In breath, back to cactus. Exhale to your right. In breath, back. Exhale, reach. Good. Keep that going, moving with the breath. Cactus, tilt to your right, back to center. When you reach forward, make sure you're coming with that flat back, arms by biceps, right? Cactus, tilt to your right. You are just going at your own pace. Maybe I'm too quick, maybe I'm too slow. Reach, return. One more time, give yourself one more time to make it through all of that. Reach, return, and then take your hands to prayer once you've finished. We're gonna hang out here for a moment. You're in that nice low lunge for 3. So everybody can finish for 2. Tuck the back left toes when you are ready. Lift that left leg off of your mat. High lunge. We got some serious work coming in here. High lunge. Okay, take a pause in that high lunge. Just notice how that's feeling. Right knee is tracking over those right toes. We're gonna come into warrior 3 from this high lunge position. So lean forward into the left toes, right leg, and lift off. Coming into your warrior 3. Ooh, that right leg is feeling it. All right, we're gonna take those hands beside us to our airplane. Palms down, arms beside you. In breath, ooh, balance. Reach the arms back overhead. Exhale to return to airplane. So you're just doing these big circular motions with the arms. In breath, arms overhead. Exhale to return to airplane. One more time. Big breath in, circle those arms forward. Palms are staying face down. Exhale to return. All right, bring those hands back to heart center. Stay in your warrior 3. Drive your knee in towards your chest from the side. And then exhale, push that foot back. Good, in breath, knee comes in towards chest. Exhale, kick it back. 2 more, in breath, in. Ooh, that right leg is firing. Exhale back. Yes, in breath in. Ooh, last one. Exhale, holy balance. Nice job, everybody. Take one more big breath in there. Come right into chair pose. Oh, that's like a relief of that right leg. Take one more breath in that chair. Nice job. Exhale, release, and hold over those legs. Holy moly. Okay, in breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant those hands down, step it back. Plank pose. Take an option to lower those knees if you'd like. Chaturanga. In breath, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, take it back. downward facing dog. Okay, again, pausing in that down dog. Got a little sweat going on over here. That's okay, we're working. Let's sweep that left leg nice and high. We do all of that for the other side. Left leg sweeps up nice and high. We exhale forward to our plank. Left knee comes across the body towards the right side. In breath, kick it back up. Exhale over to the left, knee, left elbow. In breath to kick it back up. We shift it forward into center plank here. Left knee comes in towards chest and center. We pulse that knee up towards the chest as much as we can for 4. For 3. For 2. For 1, lift and hold. Plant the left foot down, lower the right knee towards your mat. Untuck those right toes. Sweep those arms to your low lunge. Okay. Breathe here. Enjoy this for a moment. Getting that beautiful stretch in through that right leg. I'm going to pivot myself around to face center. Okay, take one more breath here. And then exhale those arms to cactus. We got that nice little flow. Tilting over to the left this time. Inhale back. Exhale, reach forward. And then back to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Trying to mirror that movement with your breath. If you can, no problem if you just move. Tilt, center, reach it forward, arms by ears, shifting, and return one more time. Tilt, up, center, reach it forward. Back to cactus. Nice job. Hands towards heart center. Okay, take a pause there. Maybe you're finishing your little flow. No problem. Adjust where you need to. Tuck the back right toes. Lift that right leg off. High lunge. Okay. All of the feels here. Just taking a moment in that high lunge. Press into that heel. Left knee is tracking over the left toes. And we shift forward. Pop off the right foot. Hands come beside you to airplane. Palms down. In breath to reach overhead. Exhale to return. Good. Stabilizing through that left leg. If you need to have the right toes down, nice and light at the back, that's fine. In breath overhead. Exhale to return. We've got one more here. In breath overhead. Exhale, airplane. Hands towards heart center. We drive the knee in towards the chest. Squeeze. And then press that leg back. In breath. Exhale. Oh my goodness. In breath. Knee draws in. Exhale, press it back. One more time for the side. In breath. Ooh, exhale back. Hold. Warrior 3. Sit into your chair. Holy moly. Fired up that left leg as well. Take one more breath in your chair. Exhale, release, and fold. Nice job, everybody. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back, plank pose. Take a breath in your plank, option to lower those knees, chaturanga. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. All right, right away, we're gonna come higher on those tippy toes, bend the knees, look to the hands, take a nice big step forward to the front of your space. In breath, hands to shins. Exhale, hold. In breath, circle, sweep the arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, down to heart. Okay, right leg tree. So left foot's on the mat. Right leg is coming into your chair, not into your chair, into your tree pose. Adjust all of the things, hair, shirts, shorts, whatever. Okay, tree pose here just for a moment. Make sure you're not popping into that left hip. Stand nice and tall, choosing that position. Make sure that foot is not on your knee, below, above, or totally the floor. All right, let's take one more breath in here. And exhale. Good. Circle, sweep the arms all the way up. Just one breath here. Back down to heart center. Draw that right knee up and in. Okay. A little single leg Tadasana. Extend that leg forward. Press the heel. Pulse the leg once you are there. Little inch. Trying to keep it as high as you can. Make sure you're not leaning back to lift that leg. Draw in that core. Keep pulsing, flexing through that foot. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And for 1, return to your tree. Woo! Okay, take one more big breath. Circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, release and fold. Bring the right foot to join the left and fold over those legs. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step into your plank. Hold your plank. Drop down to your forearm plank. You have the option to be on the knees here if you need to. Taking one cycle of breath right there. And exhale. Put yourself back up to straight arm plank. We're gonna march those feet. So just a couple of inches off of the floor, lifting those toes. If you need to be on the knees, same concept, alternating there for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Exhale. In breath, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, up down dog. Right away in your down dog, combine your tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward, big step. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale to release and fold. In breath, circle sweep all the way up to standing. Exhale down towards heart center. Right leg, tree pose. Left leg is in the position for your tree. Take a moment to figure that out and balance. Ooh, balance is off, okay. Heart rate's nice and high too. We're sweating, we're working. Take a big breath, sweep those arms all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Return that left leg to come in and up. Good, knee is nice and high. Extend that foot out, pulse that leg. Remember, we want a strong right foundation. We're not leaning back. Pull the core in, hip flexor, low abs doing the work. 3. Nice job, everybody. 2. Return to your tree. Good, take a big breath in, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, release that leg down and forward fold. In breath, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down to the back plank pose. Pause in that plank. We got that series one more time. Option to be on the knees here. Drop yourself to your forearm plank. Pause in that forearm plank. Squeeze the core. Tuck the tail. One more breath. Pushing yourself back up to straight arm. March those feet one more time. Lifting those legs. Shoulders over those wrists. Strong plank. 3, 2, and 1. Chaturanga. In breath, upward dog, baby cobra. We're gonna go into a wide child's pose here. Holy moly. Okay, we did some serious work there. Breathing into your back body in your child's pose, resting the forehead down, and or you can even take the arms beside you, releasing those shoulders, taking the head to one side if that feels good for you. Breathing into that belly for 3, and the back body for 2. And for 1. Shift yourself forward to tabletop. We're going to swing those legs around to the front of your space. This is where we're going to need our prop, our block, your towel, your band. It does not matter. Just need to have that. I'm going to use my purple instead. Have that handy. Okay. Let's take those heels into your mat. Flex through those toes, legs bent. Reach those arms forward. Nice long spine here. Take the heels in. You're gonna have to scoot yourself forward and then release that neutral spine and roll yourself down nice and slow. Keep reaching those hands forward as you make your way down. Okay, so a couple of options here. Grab your towel and or your block. If you're holding a towel, just take it in between your hands and have tension on your arms and your band. You can take a block, take it so that it's the long way, take your hands to the side. Okay, we're gonna dig those heels into the mat. We're gonna crunch to try to reach our towel and our block up to the ceiling, pressing into that low back. Inhale, and then exhale to release that down. Do it again. Inhale, pull, reach, exhale to lower down. Again, breath in, reach it up. Arms stay straight, exhale down 2 more times. Big breath in, reach and hold. Yes, exhale down. Nice job. 1 more time. Big breath in, reach, hold here for 3. Press that low back. See how high you can get that block or towel. 2. And 1. Release that down. Legs are going to lift off of the mat. Okay, we're going to drop the right heel down to hover. Pass your towel or block underneath of that left leg. Good. Bring the right leg back to join. Drop the left heel down. Pass it in behind. Good. So it doesn't matter what you're using. Just alternating that leg drop with the pass of your prop. Okay, I had to think of the word there. Keep alternating. Keep breathing. For 5. For 4. Keep passing. Keep breathing. 3. Keep pressing the low back. 2. And 1. We have 1 more. Okay, place your prop on your shins. Okay, so it can be whatever it is as long as it's not a weight. We're going to extend the legs as we reach the arms overhead. Exhale, return. Grab your prop, reach it overhead, extend the legs. And then alternate. Shins, arms out, back, grabbing that prop overhead. Keep moving there. Press that low back for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Place your prop off to the side. Take those hands to the shins, hug your knees in, give yourself a little rock from right to left. Ooh, that fired up that core very nicely to finish off. Okay, from here, we'll take outside of the feet, hands to the outside of the feet, coming into a happy baby, because it always feels good. Taking the knees by the sides, pressing the heels. Maybe it's a rock, maybe it's stillness. Close your eyes, relax your face. Breathing for 3. For 2. And then slowly releasing those legs down and out into your final Shavasana. Taking the arms wherever feels good for you. Maybe you enjoyed that connection of hand to heart and belly. Maybe it's arms overhead by your side, palms down, palms up. You have so many options in your Shavasana for where your mind and body, what your mind and body need. And then just do a scan while you are here, a mental scan, a physical scan. Just notice any energy shifts or changes. Maybe you can relax a little bit more into your breath. Maybe there was tension that you were able to create more space into. All of the maybes, all of the maybes. And from here, I will leave you with a little message that I had opened that now went away. Okay, as you lay there, maybe it's coming back to your own intention. This is just a fun little message. Spend more time with your people, the people you enjoy, who love and appreciate you, and who encourage you to improve in healthy ways. They're the ones who make you feel alive and are not only embrace who you are, but also embrace and embody who you want to be unconditionally. Surround yourself like-minded people, people who encourage you, people who support you, all of that stuff. And then also give that in return to your people. I love that. Okay, taking a couple more breaths in your stillness, enjoying that time for yourself because you might have a very busy day ahead, or maybe you can hang out here a little bit longer. We will all draw our ankles to touch in the center of the mat, or stay in Shavasana if you prefer. Take an inhale and reach those arms all the way up overhead. Inhale, lengthen through that whole body, reaching those fingers, reaching those toes. And then choosing a side, rolling over onto that bottom arm as a cushion, taking a pause there, connecting to that message, connecting to your own mantra, your own intention, your own thoughts. And then slowly using the top arm, pressing into your mat and up back to seated. That felt extra good this morning. We will take one more community breath here together. Take a big inhale, keeping the eyes closed or open, your choice. Reach the arms all the way up overhead, palms touch. Exhale those hands down to heart center. Taking a bow into yourself for gratitude, for your love. Namaste, everybody. Amazing job, amazing job. Felt so good, amazing. Yes, everybody did an awesome job. Are you gonna do your down dog and up dog? Yes, on cue. And good girl. Amazing job, you guys. Happy Monday. Tomorrow we've got lower body. I saw Michelle joined in there, awesome. And I don't know who that is, that might be Melinda. It's an iPhone and black. Have a wonderful Monday, everybody. Hopefully see you tomorrow for lower body. Bye, everyone.